Good afternoon. I see Professor Hakim. I hope
Good
everyone's
afternoon.
listening. So before I go to the official conference closing, I will invite Professor Hakim to briefly remind the presenters about our paper submission for the Springer.
Of course, no.
We don't hear you, Professor.
Yeah, can you hear me now? It's better now?
Yes, now I do hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. All right, so thank you all for joining and participating, and good afternoon in this final session. And yes, indeed, we had a lot of very good presentation. I already noted in the session debriefing that the level of presentations improved significantly. And so I'm very confident, actually, that we will be able to come up with a good proceedings. And let me remind you on the important dates for further processing. So we want to submit or would like to have your final paper submissions by October 31. And then 2 weeks later, you will get a notification on your acceptance. And we need a final camera-ready paper submission with some corrections based on the peer reviewing results by November 30. So that by the end of this year, we will be able to submit everything to Springer.
Hello.
So that is the schedule. So for all the presenters, you're welcome to submit your camera ready or your Springer formatted paper by end of October. And we will inform you about the submission guidelines and the formatting guidelines if you don't have them already. So that's what I can say about the proceedings.
Thank you so much, Professor. Dear conference chairs, session chairs, PC members, presenters, and the participant, as we conclude the PanAfricon AI 2023, I am filled with gratitude for the remarkable collaborations and the innovations we have witnessed. This conference showcased Africa's pivotal role in AI with inspiring research, real-world application, and important ethical discussion that we have done so far. We have seen AI's potential to address pressing challenges, but with a great power comes great responsibility. We must champion ethical AI, ensuring accessibilities of the AI product, transparency, and the fairness in its development and the deployment. Let us carry the spirit of collaboration forward as we did so far, nurturing connections and catalyzing a positive changes in our fields and the community. I extend heartfelt thanks to all who involved in making this event successful. As we live, remember that we actively shape the future with this technology. Let us keep working together to drive AI innovations for Africa and the world. Thank you so much again. The conference is officially closed, and stay safe until we meet again in 2024. Thank you so much. Maybe if there is anything else that you guys can say is going to be informal, then we have officially closed the conference. But if there is anything that we have to keep in mind for our 2024 conference, let us have feedback. What do you think, Professor Hakim, Dr. Bisrat, Dr. Fizum, Dr. Biniam? I see.
Well, as for myself, I feel the same amount of gratitude. It has been a great event and also a good way that we went from the inception of these conferences 2 years ago up to what has been achieved, especially by the big effort that your department has been doing, Dr. Taye. I feel honored to be a participant in this, and I want to ensure my support for the next year's conference in the same way like I did in the past. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right. I think Dr. Biniam wants to say something, or what else? Who else is
Good afternoon, everyone.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for the organization and also all of the researchers for submitting their work and willing to come and present. There were a couple of comments I gave in the session I chaired in the morning. Apart from some irregularities in organization, I encouraged the presenters not only to come here to simply disseminate or exchange knowledge, but to keep the networking alive, because I saw that only a couple of them even appeared as a video presentation, but there was a good example from the US. One professor got up at 4 a.m. in the morning to attend the session and discuss with us. So let's keep that culture and encourage everyone also to keep the networking alive, because that is the whole idea. It's not just to come here and present, but let us keep in loop, keep everyone in connection, and keep this group going on strong. I really appreciate the efforts by Ethiopian Artificial Intelligence Institute and all the people involved for the smooth running of the presentations, whether it is by playing video playbacks or correcting problems from the other side of the presenters. I really appreciate that. Thank you all. And also nice meeting some of you here. Yeah.
We are glad to host and have you and a part of the PC members as well. I think Dr. Bisrat is also, Dr. Fasom. All right, go ahead. And then Dr. Bisrat will follow.
Thank you, Dr. Taye, and everyone. I enjoyed the sessions. Like I saying yesterday and today as well. The work by the researchers has improved a lot from last year, and I'm sure that's going to keep improving for the next year. So thank you, Dr. Taye and AI Institute for organizing this this conference. I also would like to continue on what Dr. Biniam said about networking. One of the things I felt that were lacking because this was an online setting was during normal conferences, people get together during the session breaks and discuss about their work and connect. So that was a little bit lacking in this setup. I hope next year, if the conference comes to be in person, or even if it is online, we need to set a time for that particular purpose for people where they can come together and connect and discuss research and push it forward. Thank you. Otherwise, it was quite a nice conference.
Dr. Taye, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. Thank you so much. Your feedback has been noted. For sure, next year we will have a physical conference, which will really exercise the networking part that is expected from the conference. Dr. Bisrat and Dr. Lufsawark both are together, so let us have a feedback from them.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Taye. It was an interesting conference. I would like to appreciate the effort of Ethiopian Institute of AI for your work to bring this conference to fruition. I would also like to appreciate Professor Hakim for his effortless work. Also, Mr. Lashet. It was a very successful conference, in my opinion. So I would also like to appreciate the paper presenters as well. So I think next year, let's hope we will have a physical conference, so that, as Dr. Fitsum said, we will have a networking session, further discussions and so on. So thank you very much. If Dr. Lefsawark has any additional thing to say.
Yeah, actually, much has been said, but I just wanted to emphasize that one of the side event should have been an important one. So a physical, conference or in person might be the important aspect of having a conference in Addis. So I will really look forward to have a physical conference next year, and that will help us to somehow connect with other researchers in this area. So thank you, AI, for organizing this event, and thank you all. Back to you, Dr. Taye.
Dr. Taye, you are still muted.
Sorry. So thank you so much. Is there anyone else who can, especially from the presenters, what we have to do? And then I hope you didn't forget what Professor Hakim has noted about the paper submissions. This year we have got a lot of very good papers. So I hope this is the efforts of the PC members. So thank you so much. Again, I want to say that. Any presenters who want to forward any feedback? I hope there is no anyone. So thank you, Professor. Professor Hakim looks like is a member of the Ethiopian Artificial Intelligence Institute, unpaid staff member actually. So thank you so much for having you. You have been my professor. I said it last time, but now you are acting like a colleague to me, an elder brother, with all requests that I present to him. He's always there for me. Of course, Professor Friedel, who is also my professor, my PhD supervisor, but he's the one, by the way, paying for the easy chairs. Everything that is expected to be paid, he's the one paying for all those platforms that we are using. I am so grateful. Maybe because of some tasks, he couldn't make it to be available for the conference. I'm so also grateful for him. And an Ethiopian PC members, you guys are an amazing. I have never seen such a commitment in the past, but this year's you made our efforts to be successful. We are so grateful. Next year, I hope you will present yourself even more, so that we will be productive in our coming physical conference. Thank you so much. Professor Bruce from South Africa, he's an amazing, dedicated person. His mother was admitted in a hospital. That is why he couldn't make it to appear on the conference. We wish him his mother to get better soon. Other than that, he has been doing a lot for the conference to be successful. We are so grateful for our South African friends who has committed themselves and contributed a lot. Thank you so much all. See you next year. Stay safe. See you next year in 2024. Thank you so much.